our last night on the hard, and this is really weird because right now my engines are on. Down there, you can hear them, which is weird because generally you don't turn a boat on when you're not in the water. So getting coolant running through all the systems and making sure everything's working. So far, other than the start button not being attached, so far they seem to work. Welcome aboard. We are Alexa, Pat, and Gilligan the Fat Boat Cat. Follow us as we live aboard and cruise the U.S. and Mexico on our 57-foot Nordhavn Noeta with no ETA. And we're in the hard.
Are you guys ready?
Should do a little more than that.
You should do, shouldn't it?
That's better.
That's the throttle.
Beeped at least.
All right, ready? Ready?
Hey, nothing yet, but I do hear clicking.
Discovery.
Okay, wait. Oh,
hang
yeah.
on.
Gosh, why is the boat not turning on? God, we've checked everything. What would you check next, James?
So we took the screws out, and we figured when there's a problem, you always go to where the last person was busy, right? So
And it wasn't you, was it?
it wasn't me,
Yeah.
but we did find that on the start button, as predicted,
Not connected.
There's a wire off.
Let's connect the start button. shall
So that is actually a little bit sloppy.
We need a
So a pair of pliers, perhaps.
Oh.
What do you need?
Pliers.
Just down the thing, just to tighten
Just to
that
connect.
thing up a little bit.
So when the boat doesn't start, honey, now we know why.
It happened on the way down from Homer.
No,
It was like
I
that.
didn't have any problems.
So the last person to start the boat was me. Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, but I'm not the last one to mess with the wires.
The electronics guys have
Yeah.
been in here.
That's right.
So we're going to tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But Pat knows how to bypass this, so if the start button doesn't work for some reason, you can always start it in an emergency down on the engine.
I brought 2 bypass switches. Maybe we should put them in.
That's right. I'm very excited about that part. It takes a village here, right, kids?
Right on.
Government project.
All right, let's try to start this
I have a
boat
good feeling this
again. Do you really?
time. I don't know. I just showed up.
You just got here.
Hey, Chris, you out there? Yep. All right, we're getting ready to start.
Clear prop.
So because we had all the hydraulics power and we changed the suction line.
Yeah.
The reason it took us so long is because we were bleeding all the oil through that suction line to make sure that the pump doesn't draw air.
Right. Yeah.
So we know we've got oil all the way to the hydraulic pump,
Oh, I
which is
see. Yeah,
super
yeah.
important.
All right, James, you're clear.
On the hard. Oh, sorry.
Are we videoing?
We are. Yeah.
And here we are with Kitty getting his hair in my coffee, because that's what he does. And everybody, he's safe.
He is safe. Hey.
Oh, sorry. Sorry
Might
about
not be
that.
appropriate.
Sorry about that, but he's safe.
So today is day 31 in the shipyard,
Yay!
but it's a great day.
Well, we're hoping, fingers crossed, our plan is to splash at 3 o'clock.
Today.
A lot to do till we go in the water, but basically we are watertight. In other words, all the through holes are fixed, the shaft is in, we won't be taking on water. Well, hopefully.
Just knock on
Knock
teeth.
on teeth. We'll hang in the sling a little bit while everybody runs around and checks everything.
Yeah. So for the last month, it's like camping. We can't shower on board. I can't send water through the drains. I can't wash dishes. I can't do laundry. So, but we've been staying on the boat, and so we go elsewhere to shower, and there's been some porta potty uses, and
It's glamping.
it is glamping though. It's a very nice spot
Yeah.
to camp. So, but I'm ready not to be camping anymore. So
Yes.
hopefully tonight we will be done camping.
We'll be in a slip.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be the idea. And then there's still a bunch to do. There's a bunch of woodworking to get done and a lot of cleaning to do. And who knows? I'm sure other things will appear, but
Yeah.
we're not done.
It's
But,
an onion
yeah. And then in a few weeks, we can start heading back home.
where it's warmer because it's cold up here.
It's really cold. Okay, that's today's update. Well, this morning's. I'll give another one tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. He's still safe.
So we're going to get the laser to shine through the center of the cutlass bearing here, through the plug that we're using, which is in right now. And then we're going to have it shine dead through the center of where the packing ground is. And then we'll take the tape away and project it onto the back of the engine. And then we're hopeful that the engine right now is low so that we can lift it and make room for our new mounts and heavy duty lifters. I think that it's sagged and it's all sitting low, but we'll find out in a few minutes.
Okay, cool, thanks.
I'll show him there if you look through. I've got a plug in the cutlass bearing.
Yep. Okay.
Well, if it's closed, that's good. So I'm going to take the plug back out because I'm right in the middle of the plug there. Where are we now? Yeah, that's fine. 1/8 inch high is good. So that's all right. We're going to come down a touch. We're going to cut. That's fine. Yeah. No, I see. We're going to come down a smidgen.
Yeah, maybe.
One of the things we're also doing is redoing the bottom paint. It was due, and in the process of doing so, we think that they misapplied the primer coat and then the bottom paint over it too soon, and it's created some bubbles. So they're going to get to redo it. Lucky them.
It'll be done right.
But it'll be done right. Everybody said that they want to make sure that we're happy. So, well, they're going to do it.
So today I have with me Lisa and Marshall. Lisa and Marshall are Nordhavn dreamers.
Yep.
And they drove all the way from
Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities, Pasco area?
Pasco.
Yeah. To see some Nordhavns because they touched base a month ago and said, hey, congrats on the new boat. And I said, come on over. And you're here. I'm so excited you're here.
So are we.
So what's your timeline? What do you hope happens in the future for you guys?
Well, we're still several years away from buying a boat, but we hope within maybe 5 or 6 years we'll be in line to buy a boat and move aboard and live something similar to what you have been doing.
It's so exciting because I totally remember this feeling of being a dreamer and thinking, oh, it'll never happen. But then kind of these little glimpses that maybe it could happen. And then you start to meet more people and get more information. And then you just get more excited. And then it's your goal. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get it.
Yay.
I believe they will.
It's gonna happen.
James Knight took him on a couple of 52s today just to get on him to feel, because Noeta was the very first Nordhavn they've been on. So I'm very excited to share. Anyway, they're going to drive back and then we'll meet up again in Mexico or somewhere in 5 years.
This sounds perfect.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
So this is the keel cooler, and I'm listening for coolant to come through here. We don't want the engine to overheat, so we don't want to do it for too long, but we're waiting for the coolant to get into the keel cooler. Is it a little warmer? Not much. So, yeah, this runs the distance here. Pat, will you explain the purpose of a keel cooler?
This is the radiator. Like in your car, this is the radiator for the boat, for the main engine. So the coolant circulates through these tubes, and the salt water, the water moves over there, and it's a heat exchanger.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. It just gurgles.
Just a little more, not much.
Slowly. And it's like after 6 o'clock in the evening, so that's why there's the cocktail in hand. I don't know if you can hear it. You can just hear the coolant going into it. So, standing by for a big rush of it. Little bits at a time. And then it's supposed to get warm. My hands are full. It's not warm yet, is it? Well, my hands are full. He says I would know. Yeah, if I were touching it. Okay.
Big keel.
It is a big food cooler. We had one on our 50 Nordhavn. It wasn't quite this big. There's a zinc on it right here. So a zinc is like a sacrificial draw for like if there's any electricity in the water. We don't want it to go to the keel cooler or to eat away at the metal parts. And so the zinc sacrifices itself so that these parts we get to keep. There's another one over here too.
Oh, it's getting hot now.
Ooh, getting hot.
The top isn't, but the bottom part is.
Because it falls lower.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
circulating down here.
It's called gravity.
It's just like a.
All sorts of it. So James is up in the engine room. He's asked, or not engine room, up at the pilot house. And once we have a good flow of coolant through here or a good temperature, he's going to kill the engine. Again, we don't want to overheat since we're not in the water. So fairly important. But it's better to test now than in the water because we're going in the water tomorrow. So best to know before we're floating that the engine's overheating. Okay, so we're at temperature now. It's like too hot to touch over here, pretty warm up here. So basically that coolant is coming through the engine, getting dropped here, and then in the water cools off all that coolant, and then it goes back up into the engine and keeps it cool. So it's critical that this works, otherwise the engine will overheat. So engine is getting turned off. Success! Looks like we're gonna go float tomorrow. So our previous boat had a happy face on the bulbous bow, and so the 57 also needs one. So Patrick is painting it because he's the artist of the family.
August is the artist.
Okay, August, our middle child, is the artist, but gets it from Pat. We like the happy face because everyone that walks down the dock that looks our boat's way, especially in the water, just stop and smile. And we enjoy that everybody that walks by kind of giggles and points and tells their kids to come look. And so we don't take ourselves very seriously, if you can't tell. And so this is part of that. But stand by. Pretty soon it's gonna be a big smiley face. This is really old black paint that a neighbor out here gave to us. This is gonna be the mouth and the eyes of the happy face, but it needs a lot of mixing and stirring. So that's my job.
It's gonna work or not.
We don't, but
So-
look what Pat did.
Let's get it.
Okay. Yep. But now it's starting to feel like Noeta. We don't have the name on the back of the boat yet. We will. But Now it's starting to feel like ours. We have pissed on it. Can you say
She
that?
said that.
Finishing touches going on this morning so we can drop in the water. Oh, Picasso at work over there. I think it's gonna look great. He's real concerned about this prop.
And then
Just like with a finger.
one finger.
Oh my God.
Look how
one
set
finger.
that is.
I think it's off a little bit.
I think our alignment's pretty good.
I think it's off just as.
Yeah, would you guys try it again?
Oh.
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what the laser does for you.
it is. Say hi. There you are. We're going in the water. It's a video.
Oh, it's a video.
Look,
Hi.
it's moving. Have a good swim.
Just go slow. Yeah.
All right, so successful docking, successful float, successful cruise. Everybody else is gone, so we gotta do it. All right,
Floating, not sinking.
floating, not
not
sinking.
sinking.
Everything's working. To
Cheers,
Poseidon.
Juvio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're floating. We are out cruising, kind of for the first time, sort of by ourselves. We have
Sort
some
of.
mechanics, but not because by choice. We have to go haul out again.
We're super excited because the shaft coupling, the thing that attaches the shaft to the transmission, the engine, it's off. So we've got just a little bit of a wobble, and
It's not a good wobble.
it's a shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna haul out. They're gonna take the shaft, the coupling, I don't know, maybe the prop too, and true everything up, make sure it's all good, and then
Yeah.
probably be about another week on the hard,
So excited to go back.
and then yeah,
Yeah. So it's been a lovely couple of days in the floating at the marina and, you know, being able to shower on board and all those things. But we'll pivot. That's what we do. We pivot really well. So we're going to go haul out in about 40 minutes and do this again. And hopefully this solves the issue. But it's something we want to make sure is right. We're not going to head back to Mexico or down the west coast of the U.S. with a wobble. So got to make it right. Here we go again.